Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and to today's video, which is a quick 13-minute leg and glute burner. So we're going to begin standing at the top of the mat. Tuck the pelvis slightly, drop the shoulders, straighten the spine. The feet can be hip-width apart. Relax the forehead and the jaw. Go ahead and close the eyes. The palms can be facing forward. Begin to connect to the breath by taking a lovely deep inhale. And exhale, relax and release. Roll the shoulders a few times. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And change direction, bringing them up and forward now. Lovely. Coming back to center, maybe pedal out through the feet, opening up, warming up the calves, the knees, the ankles, the hips. Lovely, and come back to standing at the top of the mat. Take the hands and swing them forward as we bend the knees, pushing the glutes back, bringing the weight into the heels, finding a chair pose. Hands are up out in front of you towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, relax and release the hands down to the mat. Forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Back comes to a straight position. Exhale, plant the palms. Step one foot back and the other, finding a high plank. Engage the core and hold for 2, 1, and then let's move through chaturanga, moving forward, lowering down into a low plank, finding upward facing dog, and then push up through the arms and the legs to your downward facing dog. Focus on lifting the hips up and back. Relax the shoulders. And then let's take an inhale as we begin to flow. Lift the right leg up towards the ceiling for three-legged dog, and then plant the left foot in between the palms at the top of the mat. The left foot is at a 45-degree angle, pointed at the top left corner of the mat. The right knee is bent. So we're now in Warrior 1. Make sure the hips are square and pointed to the front of the mat, and lift the hands up above the head towards the ceiling. Breathing deeply, and then on your next exhale, let's pivot on that back foot. So the left foot is going to come in line with the back of the mat, right foot is at the top of the mat, and right knee is still bent. Find Warrior 2 with the arms in a T position. On your next exhale, bring that right elbow to the right knee, and lift the left hand overhead for extended side angle. Inhale. Let's come back through Warrior 2. Now bend towards the back of the mat, lifting that right hand up and over the head for Reverse Warrior. Again, move back through your Warrior 2 with those T position arms, and then straighten out through the right leg. Fold forward, bringing the right hand either down to the mat or the inner shin. The left hand is up above the head. And then go ahead and plant both palms at the top of the mat. And step that right foot back to find your plank. Again, moving forward, finding your chaturanga, or moving through vinyasa by lowering down to the knees. Move through cobra and then up to your downward facing dog. Lovely. On a deep inhale, lift the left leg this time up towards the ceiling. And then plant that left foot in between the palms at the top of the mat. Right foot is at that 45-degree angle, pointed to the top right corner of the mat. The hips are square, hands are raised above the head for warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, pivot on that back foot so it comes into line with the back of the mat, finding warrior two with the arms in a T position. On your next exhale, bring that left elbow to the left knee, reach the right hand overhead for extended side angle. Lovely deep inhale as we come back through our warrior two and then fall back into our reverse warrior with the left hand overhead into the back of the mat. Lovely, find warrior two again and then straighten through that left leg and fold forward, bringing that left hand to either the mat or the shin, and the right hand is raised up above the head. On your next exhale, plant the palms and step that left foot back, finding your high plank. And then go ahead and move through chaturanga or vinyasa, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. And then walk to the center of the mat. Walk the hands back to meet the feet and slowly rise up with the back, coming up to stand straight in the center of the mat. And we'll find some balances here. So bring the weight into the right foot. The left foot we're going to lift slightly, bending at the knee. And that left foot is going to come to the right inner thigh, finding tree pose. So the left leg is bent at the knee. Find your balance. The hands can come to a prayer position in the center of the heart. Focus on one spot as you find your balance on the right leg. Inhale deeply, and then exhale. We're going to wrap the left leg around the right leg. Take the right hand and wrap it around the left hand, finding eagle pose. So we're still balancing here. And on your next exhale, gently release, shaking out that right foot. And then we'll go for the same on the opposite side. So plant that left foot. We're going to lift the right leg, bending at the knee. Bring that right foot to the left inner thigh now. Find your tree pose, bringing the palms together at the heart center. Find your spot to focus on to keep your balance. Tapping into your inner zen. And on your next exhale, very gently wrap that right leg around the left leg, and then take the left arm and wrap it around the right arm. Bending that left knee so we get slightly closer to the mat. Breathing gently. And then go ahead and come back up to standing, planting both feet on the mat. Find a wide stance now. Turn the toes out slightly. And begin to bend the knees as we lower down into goddess pose. And we're just going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up to standing. We're going to do that again. So bending the knees, lowering down, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up to standing. And let's go once more, bending at the knees. The hands can come out in a T position or come together at the heart center. Find what feels good for you as we hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely. Bring the toes so they're pointed forward now. Reach up towards the ceiling and then hinge from the hips, folding forward in our wide leg stance. Bring the hands underneath the legs to the back of the mat, or as close as you can. So we find this lovely stretch through the thighs and the hips. Lovely. On your next exhale, gently roll through the spine, coming back up to standing. Heel toe the feet in slightly, so they're a little bit wider than hip width apart now. And then we're going to lower down to find a yogi squat. Using the elbows on the knees to open up, stretching through the thighs, the palms come together and just take a slight sway from side to side. Enjoying this lovely stretch. And then on your next exhale, sit back on the mat, bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees wide, finding butterfly pose, stretching through the legs, the hips, the thighs. And then exhale, cross the legs, come to your seated position. Raise the hands up above the head and drop them down in a prayer position to the heart center. Lower the head. Take a lovely deep inhale. Thank yourself for showing up today, as I thank you for taking part in this practice. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.